declines that will. The next 6 years, we could be in for a difficult time at various levels. Whether you're rich or poor, it doesn't really matter. We are in uncharted territories. So I want to talk today about 50%, 30%, and 20% rule. Now, the 50%, 20, 30%, and 20% rule is a simple budgeting guideline. It suggests allocating 50% of your income to necessities like rents and bills, 30% to discretionary spending such as entertainment, and 20% to savings and debt repayment. So it helps you achieve financial balance and security. And so under the 50% categories, you can see under BANKSY, you're talking about food, shelter, and clothing. We'll touch on about the physical gold and physical silver just a moment, which is under him, as you can see, but this is the 50% category. Now, let's touch on that now. Investing in physical gold and silver can be a smart move. Now, these precious metals have historically retained their value and acted as hedges against economic uncertainties. They provide tangible assets that are not tied to the stock market and can be a part of a diversified portfolio, offering you a safe haven during turbulent times and obviously potential long-term growth. So that's the reason why the BANKSY is taking that very humble, effective and practical approach. Now, in terms of going over to FREDDY, what's it like winning the lottery or inheriting a sort of a substantial sum of money? It will have a profound impact on both your psychology and your network of friends, whether you like it or not. So it often brings a sense of financial security and opens up opportunities for more comfortable lifestyle. That's the first thing. But it can also create challenges, as sudden wealth can lead to changes in personal values and priorities. Now, managing newfound wealth wisely is crucial, as it can strain friendships or attract new ones based on financial interests. Now, careful consideration and financial planning are essential to navigate these changes effectively. So you can see with 30%, on the wants, basically, in that respect, under FREDDY. And what will happen there, you can save a substantial amount of it. According to the survey, nearly 35% of the people would do that. 35% of the people will probably buy a new house. 35% or 34% would probably go on holiday. The rest would consider just traveling and buy a car or invest in property or even pay off their mortgage. So that's, not surprising, the list of what happens if you suddenly find yourself inheriting a lot of money or even winning it. So why watching your pension portfolio is so important, as if you're watching the football scores on your in-play betting, if you're into that, because watching your pension portfolio plummet from 20% to 60% due to stock market and commercial property crashes, this will emotionally be a challenging time for you, because it can lead to feelings of insecurity. What it will do, you will feel anxious and you'll have a sense of loss as well. So the key is to stay informed. You need to stay calm. You need to consider long-term strategies to recover, and diversifying and getting professional advice if you're not savvy with money is also important, because it's even more critical when you look at what we're going ahead over the next 6 years. So it's better to, prevention is better than cure, and it's better to stay out of the crash and the mess than to try and get out of it, because what's at risk here is your financial well-being and your peace of mind if you remain ignorant, because ignorant doesn't protect you against, it doesn't immune you, it just makes you more vulnerable. And so this is why I do these short commercial financial teaching videos with BANKSY and FREDDY, because we are in uncharted waters. Nobody's got a solution. The IMF are struggling to keep hold of the strategy. The banks are just collapsing left, right, and centre in America, and obviously the byproduct of all that will impact everybody else around the planet. So, make sure you got yourself, get your priorities right, 50%, 30%, 20% rule, put that into action now. Look at your other assets, look at the possibility of options to give peace of mind, not just to yourself, but to your children and your grandchildren. And don't wait until the last minute when everybody else is going to try and run into these things. Make the decision, act now, go forward, and think about your mental health long term. So there you are, BANKSY and FREDDY, and the latest news, latest teaching.